What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another show on the channel. We're here for mine and Seb's show. Of course, every single Tuesday we do this now. Talking everything Arsenal, guys. Seb, how you been keeping, man? You all good?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Yeah, I was actually there at Old Trafford at the weekend. Yeah, really did enjoy the trip. Just a shame about the result, but the trip in general with one of my best friends, it was very good. Definitely a day to remember.
Yeah, man. Obviously, glad to see you. Get the opportunity to go to an away game as well, especially going to Old Trafford because I know we've got
Mm.
a lot of history with them, man. And I know it's
Yeah.
not a nice place to go to footballing wise for Arsenal.
It wasn't a nice place getting in that ground because trust me, getting in that ground was horrible because you had all the United fans protesting against their owner, which is understandable and fair play to them for doing that. But honestly, getting through them, had to go right through them, the away fans, right through them, and obviously getting into the turnstile, you just have them just chanting all sorts of garbage amongst us. But honestly, that was scary, and that bit. But I couldn't wait till I got into the actual ground itself. But it was horrible. I can't stand that club. I don't like that club.
Yeah,
Nasty club, horrible club. Hates
yeah,
everything about them.
I agree,
I
mate.
wish
All
the
day
players
long.
should show some of that at the weekend. Show
Yeah,
some of that.
the result didn't help it either, did it, mate? We're gonna go for that today, guys. We're gonna talk about a few other news of Arsenal. Obviously, talking about the new director coming in as well, and a bit about tomorrow's game because I know we do play tomorrow. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit as well. So get your thoughts down below, guys. Make sure you leave a comments. Any questions for us as well, leave them down below. Before we do start, big up the chat. Let's just big up everyone. We've got Tamina in the chat. How you doing, Tamina? I hope you're doing well. We've got Lloyd as well. My brother Lloyd's in the chat. John's in the chat. We've got. Let me say. How can I pronounce your name? Do you know how to pronounce his name, Seb?
What Gershon?
Gershon. There we go. I'm so sorry. Big up to Gershon as well, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Appreciate you tuning in there as well, bro. We've got Drew as well in the building. Big up to you, Drew. Every single time. He says, Bish Bash Boss is Seb and Josh. Love that, bro. Absolute legend there as well.
Get nothing but facts here.
Yeah, 100%, Seb. 100%. So let's get into it, man. Obviously, the game on Sunday. Listen, mate, 10th draw of the season, bro. 10 draws in the Premier League this season. More
Beyond ridiculous. That's more draws than the last 2 seasons. It's beyond ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, mate. You obviously at the game. You saw it, in real time how the game planned out. I mean, looking from what I saw from outside, like watching from home, it was mate. Honestly, people will talk about we controlled the game in the first half. We
We
played
didn't
some
do
good.
much with the ball. We didn't do
Yeah,
much.
that's the point, isn't it? At the end of the day, what do we do with that possession?
Nothing.
What do we do
Absolutely
with
nothing.
the ball?
Absolutely nothing.
Productive.
The final ball and the delivery and the attacking for there was toothless. Just like it has been pretty much for Turner for you, just like it has been. But what do you really expect when you haven't got a proper striker? And what do you really expect?
Facts. And the problem is as well, I think it's even when he brought on Tierney, right? You had Tierney going up and down as he always does, whipping crosses into the box because we know he can cross the ball, Seb. Tierney.
Oh yeah, probably
Nobody's
one of
there
their
in the
only
box.
players. Yeah, could do it.
Marino, what's he doing?
He's not.
Nobody's there.
He's not a striker. You see, that went well. Remember what I said after Leicester? Don't get carried away. Then look what's happened since. Surprise, surprise. No, one goal in our last 3 matches. One goal in our last 3 league matches. Surprise, surprise. And it was Declan Rice, out of all people, that saved us. If it wasn't for him or Raya
as well.
we end up losing that game. Because it's just embarrassing.
I mean, let's talk about obviously their goal. I think firstly it was poor to get rid of that free kick, wasn't it, Seb?
Ridiculous, unnecessary, yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's so stupid, man. Giving away that free kick, and then what do you make of it? I mean, do you have to look at Raya for that goal in terms of positioning?
I think you do. I'm sorry, his positioning was wrong. That is one thing about Raya, is that when he gets into free kicks, his positioning can be dodgy. We have seen that a few times. That is one weakness of him, is that he doesn't always position himself well when it comes to free kicks or situations in general. That's the one thing he does need to work on, is his positioning. But,
do you know what I looked at as well, Seb? You know, you give away a free kick to someone like Bruno Fernandes. We know he's known for taking these. He's a good specialist at free kicks. We ain't got that at Arsenal, bro.
No.
Our last one was Odegaard from a direct free kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2021.
That's correct. Unless you count the Saka one against PSG, but I don't count that.
No, I don't
count that. The last one that's how long it is though. We've not got a competent free kick taker. Because Odegaard's not a competent free kick taker. If there was probably one, it would be Rice, but he's never done it because he can back one. See, it's not good enough.
No, it's not. And they did nothing in that first half. But this is a problem. Yeah, they played the low block again against Arsenal, right? And this manager just can't find the break. He struggles to break them down.
He hasn't got a clue.
That's how you beat Arsenal, guys. Play the low block. Or that's how you get something. That's how you don't lose against Arsenal.
Everyone knows how to play against. Everyone knows how to play against.
It's too easy.
He hasn't got a plan B. He hasn't got anything.
And that's what Man United did in that first half, and they got themselves the goal. And let's be real with it. As you rightly said, if it wasn't for David Raya, yes, he was poor for the first goal, but that second half, Seb, right? That second half, the amount of saves, especially that double save towards the end, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. I was right at that end.
We could have lost that game to this shit.
Yeah. Oh, dearie me.
So big up to Raya, because we could have got lost, and it would have been comfortable if it wasn't for the saves that he made. 100%. And what do you make of obviously Declan Rice? Fair play, great goal, but started shushing Man United.
No, to be honest with you, I didn't have much of a problem with that. To be fair, I'm not all into this over celebration something. There's something I don't really believe in. The only times I did have a problem with it was, remember when we played Bournemouth a while back and we drew 3-3 and we scored in the last minute. That I didn't like. And when we played Crystal Palace a couple seasons ago at the Emirates, and then we scored in the last minute for a 2-2 draw, we celebrated that. Those are the only two times I've been very critical of us over celebrating, but not that one, to be fair. Not that one, to be fair.
I just look at it this way. I just feel like we're losing the game.
I get that.
Equalize. I get the ball and go down the other end.
Yeah. I do understand that, but to be fair, there was still time left to get that, and also if we were losing, so if we were still losing, then yes, I would have been. And if we were winning, but we were going for something, a title, or if we were drawing if we were drawing and going for something like the title, we desperately needed that. Then I would have said yes, get it back. And to be fair, I don't mind him shushing that lot, not that lot who I can't stand. But
yeah, true.
I wasn't overly critical about that, as most people have been, but I was just more critical about the performance in general. But don't get me wrong, there has been a few times I had been critical of us over celebrating, but not that one. I thought. I can see where you're coming from. If it was desperate times, then yes, you do it. Then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, you got to equalize a great goal, and I think River Rice, overall performance as well. I thought he had a really good game. He looked fired up for. I thought out of the majority of our players on that pitch, one that really stood out to me. Raya as well, as we've spoken about, because it could have been worse. And the problem is, I look at it this way as well, Seb, right? Ruben Amorim has got Arteta's number, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
All day long, he's got his number.
Yeah.
Because Arteta has beaten him once now out of a possible 4 times.
Is it 4? Is it twice? 5. Twice for Lisbon.
Twice for Sporting.
3 times with Man United. He's only won one. He's only won one of them. That's ridiculous.
And that game that he won, we scored from 2 set pieces, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and we didn't pay Prey in that one either.
No, that was awful as well. But
So, honestly, right now, Amrin's got Arteta's number. Let's just be real. And these lot are crap. They're awful.
they are. They're 14th.
They're shit. Let's just have it right, people. They are
They
crap.
are. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you say that. They are poor. This is the worst United team I've seen in my existence. Worse.
Yes.
They're not getting any better. They're getting worse, Man United. They are. That team is really, really badly in the mud. And people can say, oh, but it's Old Trafford. We don't usually do well there. Oh, but United have stepped it up against the big teams. Look at what they did to City. Look at what they did when they went to Anfield. Look, I expect to be beating a side that is 14th in the league, especially if we are supposed to be going for the title and even staying second to that. I expect to be beating a team that is 14th. They're not very good. If you did a combined 11, if everyone was fit, I don't think you take any of their players, or maybe one. Come on, it's not good enough. And it didn't. And the thing is, whenever we've been on the floor in the mud, United have slapped us 6-1, 8-2, 4-0, 3-1 a few times on home soil. They've been slapping us. When it's about time we go and slap them. The only time 100%. I remember us actually slapping them was when they came to the Emirates a while, like 10 years ago, when we beat them 3-0 inside the first half an hour. That's the only time I remember slapping them.
Alexis and Ozil.
Yeah.
Masterclass.
But since then, we've never slapped them. We've beaten them, and yes, we're unbeaten in our last 5 in the league against them. But still, I want us to go and absolutely smash them. But we don't like them. I can't stand them. Everyone knows how much I hate them. Arsenal don't like them. You know the rivalry back in the days, the whole Van Persie saga, the whole Keenan Vieira, Ferguson and Wenger, the way they cheated to end our unbeaten run. Pizzagate. You see, look at all this. And then why don't we go and show them that who they really are? That was a real big opportunity to go there and really lay down a marker, really smash them. It was really a big opportunity. And even though we can't win the title now, which I can't get out of my head, and I think it's absolutely scandalous right now, I still always want to smash that lot. Yep. They're rubbish. They're awful.
They're trash.
Exactly. You call them every name under the sun. They're not even a top 10 side. Not a top 10 side. Honestly. Even teams like Crystal Palace are above them.
100%.
Same amount of points as Everton.
Yeah, all day long, mate. 100%.
It's an absolute joke. It's not. It's terrible. Fulham above them. Shocking. Bournemouth above them. Brighton above them. Forest miles above them. They're level on points with Spurs, pretty much. That's when you know you're a poor side. When all those teams are above you and you're level pretty much with Tottenham. That's how much you know you're a bad side. But I always want us to actually go there and actually slap down the marker and say who they really are.
Yeah, 100%.
They just didn't show that. They just didn't show that they wanted to do it. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And this is what really gets me.
Yeah.
The only good thing about the game is that at least I got to see a goal and we celebrated. At least we got to see that. That's what my friend said when he was at the game. He was just glad that he saw a goal. Because he knew the team wasn't in a good place.
Yeah. What did you wait? I want to talk about obviously the manager because his post-match interview was interesting, right?
Wow! Oh dear!
I mean,
oh dear! Oh dear! You just have to laugh about it. Yeah. Oh dear! That was what I was just like, oh. Oh, when you do that, you know you are under pressure. You know.
Do you think he's feeling it then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just sheer pressure and sheer frustration. But I don't feel sorry for him. Not the slightest. He's brought this on himself. I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Yeah, I mean...
The thing is, just come out and admit it. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
no. Yes, fair enough. Whenever Chelsea's manager did it through the season, it didn't help because look at them since. They've completely fallen off a cliff. Fair enough. But the thing is, we know we can't win. Just come out and admit it. Just tell the truth. Be honest. You still there, Josh? Is he still there? Yeah, well...
I had a question in the chat, so I just replied to it. Sorry, mate. Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah, but just admit it yourself. Storming out a press conference. That's just wrong. You don't do that. You don't do that. Only managers under pressure and managers, silly people do that. It's just been silly now. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I hear it. I think he's feeling the pressure, mate.
100%.
It's I mean, I look at Arteta. I feel like the guy's so he displays a level of arrogance, man. Like
100% total arrogance.
So arrogance in that interview after that as well. The way he storms off like that. As you said, just admit it, bro. I think he was asked again today when he did that press. Because I'm going to share some press conference in a minute. So Saliba came out and was speaking today about his future.
Yeah.
Andrea came out and said, it's not over yet and all this. So it's like we're 15 points behind Liverpool.
We are closer to 10th place.
We're closer to 10th place,
Fulham than we are to Liverpool.
10th place.
And even if we were to win our game in hand this weekend, we'll still be 12 points behind. So, and when you get over double figures behind the leaders, that's when you start thinking about saying, forget it, just focus on what's below you. Like Roy Keane said, we should be more worried about what's below us, never mind Liverpool. And it's right. And what have I said the last few times I've been on here? I'm concerned about our top 4 place.
Well, this is where we're at right now, isn't it?
It's just ridiculous.
It's a top 4 battle. If we're being honest. The way we're playing, right? PSV for me was an anomaly because it's number 1 Champions League, and they opened up completely to Arsenal.
Exactly. The way they played against us was really stupid. Yeah.
When we play in the Premier League, you see so many teams now. I mean, let's take a look at. We've not won a game in 3 games in the Premier League now.
And only scored 1 goal in that time.
Yeah, Man United, right? West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and even the Leicester game, they performed. They made it so frustrating for us in that game, people. If it wasn't for Mikel Marino,
we were lucky against Leicester. I said all that time we were lucky. I was never.
Even that game we really should have dropped points. If it wasn't for Mikel.
We should have at least drawn that.
So these games coming up that we've got, obviously we've got Chelsea on the weekend, right? Coming to the Emirates, they know exactly what they're going to do to not lose to Arsenal in that game. People.
Yeah, every team will study it. We got Fulham. That's how they play.
We got Fulham on April Fool's Day. Said that's ironic for Arsenal. Let us down on April Fool's Day.
Dear.
And we know the record against Fulham's atrocious. Let's be real with it.
It's appalling. It's
poor, yeah. And we got to play them. We got to go Goodison Park again and play Everton.
Yeah, they've raised their form. They've raised their game.
We got to play Bournemouth at home. They're having a fantastic season as well.
That's right. They could be close to us if we're not careful. Newcastle as well at home. We've lost all 3 of our games against them without scoring a goal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Newcastle again. We got to play. Yeah. This could honestly turn ugly, people.
It really can, and I'm quite concerned because if you look at the standings now, we're only 6 points behind Chelsea.
Not in the Forest as well, closing on us.
Yeah. So exactly. They could quite easily. They're playing better than us.
Yeah.
And we're only 8 points. We're 8 points behind 6th place Newcastle. 8. That could quickly unravel if we're not careful.
Yeah, a few defeats here and there, mate.
The season is unraveling, and it's really, really sad to see. And this is not good going into next season because even though we are out, it's still important you end the season strong, so you have something effective to build on. It's for next season, you do. And if you want top players to come to you, you got to show them. You got to end well and put yourself in a good position so you can. Because the thing is, on paper, we are still a good side. It's not a joke of a team. But we haven't got the firepower, and I don't think we've got the manager to do it.
We ain't got the manager.
We haven't got the firepower. We haven't got the depth. That's all we need. Depth, firepower, manager. Then we'll be there. Then we'll be fine. That's all we need. Especially with the new director coming in.
Yeah, Berta. Yeah, exactly, mate.
Which I'm sure we'll come on to shortly. But it's so
shortly,
important you end the season well, and this rate is not looking good for us. Even if Saka does and Saka and Martinelli do come up, who have we got banging them in? And plus, Saka's probably not going to be full stretch. He's going to take. Evolves him. He evolves him. He should.
If Saka comes back now, I think we're rushing back, mate. From
definitely. And yes, I know he wants to play. Fair enough, but that injury that he had, you cannot rush that, because otherwise it's going to be a Michael Owen part 2. When he had that, he never came back the same player. We could end up ruining this guy. See, this is what happens when you don't have the depth, when you don't do what's required. Yeah. This is what happens. And the next time you look over your shoulder, you wake up one day, oh, look, this is not sensible. We could be sliding down the table.
100%, mate. 100%. But
then people will still find excuses to defend.
Oh, no, they will. You know, the excuse would be injuries.
Oh, dearie me.
Or conspiracy theories about referees this season.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, we've had some shocking.
We have.
But still, that's no excuse. There's no excuse for this. It certainly wasn't the ref's fault. Well, we drew at the weekend. It certainly wasn't the ref's fault that we're 15 points behind. It's certainly not the ref's fault that we didn't sign anyone in January and we didn't sign the right players in the summer. That's not the ref's fault.
Facts. The comment, a bit up from Ruthless, bro. He says, if it's difficult, are you going to give credit to Andrea to get top 4?
No.
Not
no. Credit for what?
Credit, nah.
The credit he gets is if he wins us a trophy. That's the credit I'm giving him.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm holding him to. Yeah. These standards. Winning. Holding that. Holds the Champions League. Beats Real Madrid. Holds the Champions League.
Yeah.
And he gets my full credit. Until he does this, he gets absolutely nothing. Or I might do if he signs the right players in. Then fair enough. I want to see this. It's too long. Way too long. 21 years, no title. 32 years, no League Cup. 31 years, no European trophy. 5 years, no FA Cup. And yes, okay, all that's not Arteta's fault. But remember, we moved to the Emirates to be the very best with lots of Real Madrid. This is why I'm constantly going to bring it up until we start delivering. This is why I'm going to keep comparing us to Real Madrid. People can say what you want, saying, why do you compare us to Real Madrid? Different scenario. No, it's because the thing is, the fans run that club. You get put in a position to serve a purpose. You don't serve it, you're sacked. And that's why they've avoided these directors like Florentino Perez. The fans did it. And if he doesn't, and if he's not delivering, he'll be gone. And it's about trophies here. And if you go on forms like this, your job's on the line.
Yeah.
The reason we will never be Real Madrid is because his fan base will not raise their standards like they do. They won't. That's the reason why. It's not because of history, stature, the league itself. It's because of the fans. Mate, they run that club.
Mate, you're honestly, you're spot on, Seb, because at the end of the day, as soon as you start saying, like, as soon as you start demanding better for our football club, yeah, and you start having these conversations, and these need to be said, people, about the manager, yeah, not being able to take us over the line. You get all the names thrown under the sun. Oh, you don't know anything about football. Oh, you're not an Arsenal fan. Oh, you're fake. Oh, you're negative. Like, you get all the names under the sun because what? You're demanding better for your football club.
Exactly.
People are just happy because we're competing again.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, just because we're competing again, what trophies come with it? Is that
exactly.
You call that progress? No, progress is not progress if it doesn't come with a trophy. And this is how you get remembered, for winning things. At the moment, Arteta risks being remembered not for his progress, not for his journey, not for his philosophy, but for failure at the final hurdle, getting over the line, for choking at the final hurdle. That's what he'll be remembered as. We don't want that. I don't want that. I'm not saying I don't do this because I don't like the guy. I do. And do I respect what he's done for us? Yes. But should I? But is it time to be demanding trophies? And does that
Of course.
Yes.
We're Arsenal Football Club, mate.
Exactly. We've got to.
We mocked Tottenham when Richard Pochettino finished in second place.
100%.
They finished second place.
We've got no right to do that now. We haven't done anything.
How is this any different? We finished second place now. Going to be 3 years in a row now.
No, and you're hearing rival fans saying second again, ole ole.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it.
It's a joke, mate.
That was what I was hearing going up to Old Trafford. I was hearing that as well, going into the turnstile. I don't know why they're saying it, but still, any rival fan will say that now, and you don't want that. You want to earn respect. Because I certainly don't people taking the mick out of Arsenal. I hate it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to earn it.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Big up to E. Ross, by the way, my brother. He says, George, you only need a loyalist gentleman right here. I'm going to call. Big up, bro. He also says that you speak facts as well, man.
The thing is, I hate being proved right. But the thing is, I just say it because I want us to win. This is what I pay my money for. This is why I do my articles. I do my Instagram page because I love the club. It doesn't mean I should expect some of the stuff that's going on. And I know some fans see it differently, are judging him just where we came from. But you got to start winning. You got to start delivering. Look, Liverpool should not be 15 points above us. This was an opportunity for Arsenal to win the league. We should have done it this year. City's drop-off is huge. No one expected City to drop off. And if you asked any fan, even Liverpool fans, you ask any fan, if City was to drop off this season like this, who do you expect to win the league? Everyone on the planet would say Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
Everyone. Exactly. So now what? Oh, injuries. Oh, excuse me. Injuries are all part of football. It's a contact sport.
Yeah.
Deal with it. This is why you have transfer windows to have enough depth. So when these things do happen, you've got enough cover. Real Madrid have this. Man City have had this over years. And when Arsenal were going for titles, we had this. Depth, you've got loads to choose from. But people want to say, oh, but if you buy in, what happens is so. Mate, you don't understand football. You really don't.
100%, mate.
Liverpool should not be 15 points clear of us. And it's not it's not that we pushed them. We've given it to them on the plate, saying, let's be honest, we were never really put them under any pressure. And the chance when we did have a few weeks ago, we did have a real chance against when we played before the West Ham game. That was our chance. But no, we go and mess it up ourselves because whenever they slip, we slip.
Yeah.
We're not serious. And this is what hurts me. Arne Slot, a new manager, Liverpool, a legend of that club, left that club. And they didn't spend any money apart from on Chiesa, who's been injured pretty much all the season.
100%, mate.
So what excuses is there left?
There isn't. There shouldn't be any excuses. But with this football club, there's loads of excuses, mate.
I know. And it was all brought up. I know.
Netflix, wait until next season. Wait until Ante gets a striker. Oh, Ante's not got his tools yet. Like, it's all excuses.
He spent over 700 million in the market.
This is what we try and tell these people, but everyone's just happy that we're competing again, people. Oh, we finished, Ante has done such a great job. Yeah, no one's denying that he's got us back up there. But we need to go and win trophies now. We need to go.
Only so far sometimes as a manager can take you. Remember Brendan Rodgers? But he couldn't do it. He couldn't get Liverpool over the line. So they moved. They were ruthless.
Yeah, then they got Jurgen Klopp, and then Klopp won the Champions League and Premier League.
He couldn't do it.
So
that's what you got to do. You got to say, you know what? You've done as far as you can. Thank you, but it's time to hand over to someone else. There's no harm in doing that.
I just don't get the love for him, mate. I don't. He's the most backed manager I've ever seen from a single fan base.
Awful. People weren't like this under Wenger.
You say one bad word about him, and then you get called all the names under the sun.
Exactly. Wasn't even like this under Wenger. Yes, it was a very bad split, but at least with Wenger's even bigger legend.
At least Wenger had something to show for it.
Yeah, that this man will ever be for Arsenal. He'll never be Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. But yeah, it's mad. But I wanted to move to the press conference today because We had some interesting quotes come from Saliba. Now, people can see through this all they want, and maybe I'm in the same boat of that. He's obviously not going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving," but this is what he's came out and said. Obviously, we know all the speculation coming around about Real Madrid looking for Saliba, and rightly so as well. He's an unbelievable player. But he says, "I'm really happy here at Arsenal. I have 2 years left on my contract. I want to continue here. I want to win big things of Arsenal. If you leave this club and you don't win anything, then the fans will forget about you. I want to win here." So he's made it pretty clear towards the end of that. Yeah, he said he wants to stay, but also in his words, he said, "I want to win here."
Exactly.
That's what he said, win, people. He's talking about trophies. He's not talking about finishing second place. That's not winning. They're talking about winning trophies. And if we're not doing that, which we're obviously not going to do it this season,
he'll go.
If we're not doing that,
he'll leave.
Which this manager's not failed to do in 5 years now. If we're not doing that, then this goes against what Saliba's saying, and he will leave people. So I don't know what you made of this with Saliba saying this. I mean, I know he's got to come out and say this because he's not always going to say, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving, aren't I?"
Exactly.
But what do you make of this?
Look, football players do it all the time. Remember, players like Robin van Persie and Cesc Fabregas said exactly this.
Yeah, they said exactly.
Then they ended up leaving that same summer. So the thing is, of course, he's going to come out and say, and fair play to him, because you're in these press conferences, you're going to be professional and all that. And he knows if he says, "I want to leave, I'm uncertain about my future," and then it won't go down well with the fans, and it won't go down well with the rest of the players and all that. So, of course, he's going to say that. But don't forget, remember, look what he said here. 2.5 years left on my contract, and I want to win trophies with Arsenal. So, really, we need to be tying him down to a new contract. And he also said in that press conference, we've not opened contract talks yet.
Yeah.
So you've got to take these things into perspective as well, because the last thing you want is for him to be running down his contract the final 18 months and getting into 1 year, and then you holding all this. That's the last thing we want. We've been here over years, and then look to how that all ended up. So, of course, Saliba's saying everything that you should say. Even if you do want to leave, that's what you should say. You say what you said. But it doesn't fool me to still think, if Real Madrid are serious, that he will move on. If we do not win that Champions League, then if they come in for him, I still think he's gone.
I think so as well, you know. This is another one I wanted to read out as well. I know it's I can't make any bigger, guys. So, but Arteta was asked about if it's a failure, if we obviously for this season. And this is what he said. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger. Hold on. Let me see. Maximize it. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, because I can read it all right.
All right, hold. Yeah, I got it now. So he said, when asked if this season is a failure, if Arsenal don't win any silverware, he said, "We are not there yet. The way I describe failure is different compared to what someone else does." I mean, the only failure, the only failure is not winning anything at Arsenal Football Club. That's what it should be. There's nothing for me. There's nothing else different about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like either it's Arsenal, you win or you don't. And if you don't, you failed. Yeah.
Do you not understand how big this football club is? I'm sure he does, but this is a big football club. Arsenal, we're expected to win trophies.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And yes, it is definitely failure if we don't win the season, especially with the City drop-off. And especially with the amount of money you've spent in the last 5 years after winning the FA Cup without spending anything, and then you've basically gone and ripped it up with your own squad, and you've done nothing. Of course it's failure. Phase 5, whatever you call it. Oh, not winning anything 5 years with your own squad, City drop-off. Of course it's failure. And lots of fans said at the start of the season, if we do not win, if we don't win the league this season, and it's not Man City, then it's failure. But now they're saying, "Oh,
they love to move the goalposts, mate."
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Exactly.
Whatever suits, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's excuses.
Exactly.
Netflix. I think was it Patrick Evra said it. We're Netflix FC, mate.
We are. You have to wait till next season.
Yeah.
What of it?
Next season. Every single season is next season.
Boring. And then you'll be saying this again next season.
We'll be saying it again next
when
year
we're in a
as well.
similar boat. We'll be saying this again.
Yeah.
And then what will you say? Well, we told you so. What will you say?
Yeah.
You blame something else, saying, oh, you'll probably blame the fixture congestion. You'll find something.
Because they always do find something. That's the thing. They always do
find something.
They always do. Like, it's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. Like,
the thing is, yes, we probably should be stronger next season, but so will our rivals.
Liverpool
will improve,
and even
City are going to be better.
Even at the best with this manager that we've had, we're still not winning.
No.
Even at our best, and we were proper ripping about teams last season,
Exactly, and the season before,
and 8 points clear the season before, ripping, and we was all in the same boat saying this is our season.
Yeah,
that first year around of Arteta, even maybe last season as well. People, if it weren't for Aston Villa game, we would have got there. But this is a problem that people don't seem to really understand and realize is when it really matters with this manager, when the pressure really gets this manager. Can't do it. Forget about the title races, Forget about just go even before this manager, right? Even some of the top 4 battles. Like, we lost to Conte in the top 4 that season because we lost to Newcastle 2-0. We got battered by Conte's Tottenham 3-0.
No, that was unforgivable.
Whenever this guy has like something he needs to reach, and that season was getting top 4. I hear it. It shouldn't be like that, but that was obviously everyone's standards back then, because obviously we was missing out European football for we missed out on European football, so that was the standard there. For this manager, I think it's his second season, but he still didn't reach that target.
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so when the pressure really is on,
he can't deliver.
Whether it's something that he needs to deliver, trophies should be the main factor. This time, when you've been in this club for how many years now? 5 years.
5. This is his
5 years.
His 5th full season. 5.5. Really.
5.5. You've been in the Arsenal 5.5 years now. You spend over £700 million, people, right? You've been fully. I don't care. You had your own players that you've chosen by design.
Been fully backed. Just people say that he hasn't been backed this season.
Oh,
forget it. Well, have you forgotten? You forget that he hasn't been spent over 700 million. People forget that.
He needs to deliver, man, and he hasn't delivered. So this is why I say this guy's not the guy to take us forward.
I don't think he is.
This guy can't get us to our line, and he's proved that.
We're hoping he proves us wrong, but so far he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't, mate.
This season especially, he's been particularly frustrated.
He hasn't, but it's fine because he'll be here for another 3 years. He's got new contracts, and
even that was a joke as well.
The only way I see him leaving, is he won't get sacked. It'll be down to him.
Exactly. The board aren't going to do it. And I don't think he is going to walk because we're talking about bumping new contract on 15 million a year. Why would you go? That's more than that's the second highest paid manager in world football. Only Pep gets more. That's less than Slot, less than Don Carlo, less than more than Don Carlo.
He's the second highest paid manager in world football.
More than Wenger was ever on. Wenger got to 10 million.
Exactly. Second highest paid manager in world football.
What's he done to warrant it? Because I always said, before the season started, Arteta needs to earn this new contract. Deliver something this season, then yes, you give him a contract then. You don't do it without achieving anything. But people will say, oh, but if you did it if he walked to nothing, what would you say then? So, if he walks to nothing, we'll go and get someone else that can deliver.
And there is managers out there that can do that.
There's plenty. We'll go and get someone else. If he walks, We'll go and get someone else.
We're getting our lady director, but we're getting Berta in,
Yeah.
Go and get Don Simeone.
Yeah.
Bring him in as well. Bring Simeone in, elite level manager, elite mentality, people.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's a winner, people. Let's be real with it. But let's move on to the whole sort of topic. Gonna look like this is gonna be the new director, Seb. He's gonna be announcing probably. He's gonna be starting, I think, maybe anytime now in a few days, maybe.
Yeah. I
We
think
should get.
you're probably looking sometime. We've got a 2-week break after this weekend, so I think I
Got to
guess
be
it'll be
announced there,
sometime
yeah.
in then. I guess it'll be sometime in then.
But this is for me the director that out of all the names that are being mentioned, sort of excites me. The one I wanted the most.
Yeah.
Because I tell you why, right? This guy has been at Atleti for 2013, so that's over a decade, right?
Yeah, well, yes.
That's ages he's been at that team, and you've seen the transformation that he's got with them. Some of the players that he signs, to name a few, David Villa that he brought in, Griezmann that he brought in twice, by the way.
Yeah.
Rodri he brought in.
Yeah.
Partey he brought in.
Yeah. Luis Suarez he brought in.
Luis Suarez, and that resulted in them winning the league title.
Daniel Black, and he's turned into be like one of the world's best keepers.
Black, one of the best goalkeepers out there as well. There's even players like, I look at this season with them. Alvarez came in for them. He paid the money for him. He hit the ground running. They've that Sorloth guy as well, that striker that they brought in from Sociedad.
Yeah,
he's having a blinder of a season. Even players like Trippier and like Conor Gallagher, like at the time there was good signings, man.
100%.
For them, proper good business for them as well. And I know people will say, "Oh, but he signed Joao Felix for that much money. He signed Thomas Lamar for that much money." But then I look at this way, Seb, as well. We also wanted Thomas Lamar for 80 million for Monaco.
Exactly.
About 10 other clubs wanted Thomas Lamar.
We're prepared to pay 90 million.
Yeah, but at the same time, this also proves, yes, it got that they didn't work out those signings, but this guy also proves that he's ruthless. Because he's beating other clubs to these signings, and also he's not afraid to splash the money.
Yeah.
So we need play, and you look at his record that he has in terms of signing strikers as well. It's not too bad. He doesn't really get it, and that's what we need, as we know right now, people. So I really hope that this guy comes in, because I think the big thing why Edu left as a director was because people say, "Oh, because he's offered more money." Probably, but at the same time, I reckon it's because Arteta has more power than him.
That was the reason why. That was the real reason
why he left. Yeah, because he saw Arteta up here, had sort of running the things at Arsenal.
Why he went.
And he didn't even have a say. But then you look at Berta. Berta has worked with Simeone, one of the most, what Simeone's like.
Oh yeah, quality, aggressive.
But his ego, man, he's got his ego's up here as well. So the fact that they've managed to work together for a decade, by the way. And they've not fallen. Maybe they have fallen out, but it's not affected their club because Atleti have been, they've won 2 La Ligas in that time.
2 La Ligas, well, above Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah, in Messi and Ronaldo's era as well. Real Madrid and Barcelona, 2 of the biggest clubs in world football, and they managed to finesse 2 La Ligas in there as well. Yeah. Right? They got to a few Champions League finals. They was like 1 minute away from fucking winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
Right? Simeone got unlucky. He won them 2 European Europa Leagues. Yeah. He won them the Copa del Rey Super Cup, and they've been a force. When we played against Atleti, I remember we played them in Europa League like 2018. Fucking nightmare to play against. And if we played them in the quarterfinals,
well, you can't break down any low blocks in this league. So just imagine what it's going to be like. Imagine what it's going to be like against them. Oh dear.
But I just really hope that this guy, comes in and actually challenges this manager. Do you know what I'm trying to say, Seb?
I think he will. But what I'm saying now, because sadly, like we've said, it does look Arteta is going to be here next season, and as much as I don't really want him to be, he probably will be. And I'm telling you now, Arteta better work with him, and he better listen to him and work together. And whatever signings that Berta wants, he should want as well. I want none of this. Oh, I want him. No, I want him, and I want him. I want him, and I want him. Because we've seen it a lot. He wanted Moreno when Edu wanted Bruno Guimaraes. We've seen all this. Arteta wanted Havertz. I'm sure Edu didn't. He wanted someone else. I do not want any of this. And I do not want all this, he's leaving because of a load of the conflicts and disagreements. Because I will be fuming if this guy walks out because he can't get on with the manager or Ito as well. And I'm telling you now, they better work together. This man is a winner. And I don't want this to be Arteta having full control. I don't. This is not how football works nowadays, where a manager has full control over everything. What you need a director. Yes, Arteta has his own targets, but also the director does. And whatever targets Arteta wants, the director goes out and gets them. That's something I've criticised Edu a lot, because he never went out and did everything that was required. And if Berta has his own targets, go and get them. Arteta doesn't have to have a final say. I don't want none of this. So I mean it. I do not want any of these handbags or any of these messing around up there. I want them, Arteta and him, to work together. You've got to. Because if he ends up walking, he will walk. If he can't get on with Arteta or Ita, he will walk. Because this is why Sven left, because he didn't get on with the hierarchy. And other players have gone.
Yeah.
And I do not want any of that, because there'll be only one person to point that finger at. It'll be one person.
Yeah.
So I mean it. Work together. Get this club competing. Get those contracts sorted. Get those top targets in. Get that top striker in that they want, that can get us over the line. And let's go and deliver trophies.
Oh, Cooper.
100%. Trophies. I am very happy with this appointment. It's a very good one. I either wanted him or Campos was the one I really wanted.
Luis Campos is one
I'm more than happy with this guy. I didn't want all these other names that were.
This guy's got the experience at the end of the day, doesn't he? He's got a full CV to show for it as well.
And I think this is a better guy than Edu. Edu was okay, but I wasn't too disappointed that he went, because there were a lot of things he did that really irritated me, especially in the summer and all that. And I honestly felt he was Arteta's puppet as well. Yeah. But this guy is not a puppet, and that's what I like. I don't want any more puppets that will just be yes, 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 yes. I want someone that's going to challenge, put this guy under pressure.
Do you see Arteta having similar authority as to what Wenger did at Arsenal?
But that's not how football should be. It's not how football works. This never happens at Real Madrid. The manager doesn't have full power. It doesn't never happen at Real Madrid. Even Man City, Pep Guardiola doesn't have full power. Full power. Yes, he has his targets, but he's not the one making the final decision and the power. It's the board above. Because he knows he's got a board that he can trust, he can work with. And they'll give him what he wants in the summer. Same with Liverpool. Klopp didn't have the full power. Because that's not how football should work nowadays. It's an old-fashioned way. Now what you need is the director of football. This is what we've needed. Proper director of football.
Yeah. And this guy is,
He is. And give this manager a kick on the backside.
Over a decade of experience being a sporting director, mate. He's obviously not... And look what he's done at Atleti.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
There. So hopefully he'll come in.
Because don't forget, he turned down other top clubs to come, like Man United and Chelsea, to come to us. So we've got to show him why.
This is my doubt with it. With Arteta, is he going to be able to have the relationship with Arteta, bro?
That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. But what I've seen on recent things gives me high doubts.
Yeah,
this is another reason why I don't think he's a guy. But I'm telling you now, this will be his final straw. This will be his final straw. I'm not having this. If he can't, him falling out or not getting on, I'm not having this.
Nah,
because this really will be his downfall. Because he is so arrogant and stubborn. It's just, and yes, okay, you need a little bit of arrogance and stubbornness when you are a manager. But not the way Arteta goes about it sometimes.
Surely you can't be sacking. Can a director sack a manager? They can't, can they?
I don't think they can. I think it has to be.
It's got to be the owner.
I don't think it has. Well, it has to be. It has to be. I don't think you can. I'm not sure about that, but
a lot of people were saying that you need your own channel, mate.
I'm sorry, I've tried that. It hasn't quite gone the way I wanted it. So.
Everyone's saying Seb's a real one, man. Everyone's saying you need your own channel.
The thing is, I do articles and I do my Instagram page and articles instead. I'm more into that stuff. I'm very much into that.
Big up to Eric as well, man, from USA. Big up yourself, bro, from the States every single time. Hope you're good, man.
But yes, this is a very good appointment, but he has to work with the manager.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll be interested to see what.
I'm going to be on the manager's back, not his back. I back Berta the whole. He gets my full support from day one.
Likewise, bro.
Full support from day one.
You know,
this manager is on thin ice. He's been here long enough, and I've not seen anything to suggest that he can get us over the line.
Facts, mate. Facts. Let's quickly, because I know you got to get going in about 10 minutes, mate. So let's quickly move to tomorrow night's game. I'll be going to the game, guys, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I helped you find the ticket. Yeah.
Seb hooked me up, man. Seb helped me, bro. Yeah, literally. This guy helped me finally get a ticket. So I'm buzzing out. I know tomorrow's a bit of a dead rubber game, if you want to call it that, because we're 7-1 up.
Yeah.
But I'm so buzzing to go to the game this season.
Definitely. You gotta enjoy these experiences. Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a vlog as well tomorrow, guys.
I just don't agree with how much they're charging us. I think that is ridiculous. Yeah. That you see, and they've had to cheat after a season like this to put the season ticket prices up. They've had to cheat to do that.
Exactly.
After a season like this, and the season hasn't even ended yet. We might not even finish in the top 4. So why are you doing it now?
Yeah,
honestly, that's silly. That's greed.
No, 100%. But tomorrow's game, I mean, I think we know we're already through. But
yeah, we're through.
Team lineup wise, because my team I'd change it around completely rotate the team. I'd rest quite a few players because for me, you know, I'd give players like Tierney a go, a left back.
Yeah.
I'd give players like maybe Neto in back. I know he's poor against Solona, but I'll
put him in goal. Yeah.
I'll put Ben White at right back.
Yeah.
I think he's got.
He's back in now.
I would love to see Calafuri as a centre back and not a left back because I think he's centre back. His actual position.
Yeah.
I think midfield change it around as well. I'd drop Odegaard, mate. I'd drop him.
I would. I don't think the manager will. But
nah, he ain't getting dropped, but he needs to be dropped. He needs to be dropped. Yeah. And then I mean, Raheem the Dream's got to play because he can't play against Chelsea, can he? He's not allowed.
No, he can't.
So probably he'll be starting the game. But what would be your lineup? And also, would you give a young player like Bala or Dieghi or Caviar a chance?
You might as well. What more worse can they do with what you're seeing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do what I think Arteta will go with. This is what I think he will go with. I think he will go with Neto in goal. I think he will go with Ben White at right back. I reckon he's going to start Saliba, and I reckon he'll go Saliba and Kivior at the back.
Kivior, yeah.
And I reckon at left back, I actually reckon he'll probably play Zinchenko.
What over Tierney?
Well, that's what I think he will do. It's not what I would do.
No. I'm not
really because he knows Tierney's going. So, and
he's got to be starting, mate.
Yeah, and I think in midfield, I think Jorginho will come in.
Yeah,
and I actually reckon he'll keep Rice and Odegaard in that team. I actually reckon he will.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, and I think the forward 3 picks itself. I think Sterling will start. I think Martinelli will start. I think he needs his minutes.
Yeah,
and I actually think he's going to go Trossard down the middle.
Do you know what I'll do down the middle? I'll go Martinelli down the middle as a striker.
Yeah.
Because when we first signed him, he played there, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's doing really well there, I thought, down the middle.
But I personally would like to see Calafuri at centre back and Tierney at left back.
100%.
Maybe put Lewis Skelly or Zinchenko in midfield. I'll play one of them in midfield. I would make quite a few changes to this, but I know Arteta won't do that because you need protection in case. You need protection on that bench, and you still need to be professional about it. And after the performance midweek, you still want to have a little bit. You still want to win and have a little bit of momentum going into that Chelsea game. Yeah, you still do. I can understand it, and if players are not 100% fit and 50-50, you do not risk it because he has got a habit of doing that. And if that happens and they go down or the next game, then I will be fuming. But yeah, we should do the job, but then that should be us in the next round. It'll be absolutely catastrophic if we fall. Even if we lose this, I'll be disappointed. I just don't lose the game. Win and get. I still want us to win and get some momentum.
Yeah. 100%, mate. Then obviously we find out who we get tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah,
Real Madrid.
Oh, that'll be for another stream. Oh,
Yeah, we can go all day about that, even about
oh dearie me, dearie me. What's the point? Oh.
But what would be your prediction for tomorrow if you had to give one, score-wise?
Well, I do want us to win. I actually reckon we'll draw 1-1. But
I think we draw. Okay.
I think we'll probably draw 1-1. But I want us to get some goals. I want us to have a double-digit score and have a good like 10. So win that. I want us to win 3-0. I want us to get like 10-1. I want to see a double.
Yeah, man.
Let's have that.
How many times have we been done by Bayern 10-2 and all that?
Exactly. Then let's do that. Yeah. That's about time we do that.
Put down 5-1 again, mate.
Put down an actual marker to make sure that we are back. That's what I want. I think it will probably be 1-1, but I want to see a 3-0, 4-0.
Yeah.
Win by an aggregate. Win 10. Have a 10 aggregate. Do that.
Can proper battle these lot, man.
Yeah.
Once again.
Let's actually do that.
I don't think we will, as you said, because it'll be a different team anyway.
Yeah.
And if you look into PSV's point of view as well, right? I mean, how are they going to approach the game? Because they're 7-1 down, and they've got to focus on the league. So maybe even they may rotate as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
And also, how are they gonna learn from their mistake? I know they're already out effectively, right? But are they going to learn from playing too open against Arsenal like they did first?
I don't know. They'll probably know the tide's done. To be honest with you, they should have learned. They did that last year when we played them on day one at the Emirates.
That 4-0 weren't it at the Emirates?
They played exactly like that, so they didn't learn. They didn't learn then. And
I think it was funny because that game was also a dead rubber, like the one away when we played that 1-1 game.
Yeah, well, that was a dead rubber.
It could be very similar to that game, I reckon. I don't know.
I reckon it probably will, but. And the fans that are going, I want them to also enjoy it as well. I don't want them to have a
I'll be there, guys, as well, man.
Yeah, I want them to think about them as well. And yes, fair play. Have a weekend. The players did actually come over and clap the fans, which was good. They have to always do that, mate. I stayed and checked that because they didn't because my last away game at Newcastle when we lost early in the season, they didn't do that. They didn't do that, and that annoyed me. But they did at the weekend. I stayed and checked that.
Just quickly, what do you make of? Just simple answer. Would you take Lautaro to Arsenal?
Yes, 100%. I wanted him before we signed Gabriel Jesus. I think he's a lethal finisher.
Yeah.
Yes, he wouldn't be my first choice, but yes, I'm taking him. If Berta wants him, go and get him.
I know I
certainly want him over Sesko.
I know they're just rumours right now, but there is a bit of talk coming out from a few rumours out there saying that he is interested in Berta wants Lautaro. He's been interested in him for quite a while.
Go and get him. Go and get him.
Get this guy in, man. Get this guy in. Gun, man.
You want him, you get him.
I want Seb to read all my audio books or sing Tom.
What's that about?
I say something now, Seb. They'll love you in my chat, bro. Honestly.
Brilliant.
They're always saying that you're a lawyer. They're always saying that, you speak so well. They're always saying that you need your own channel. That's what they're saying, man.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Then you have some proper guests on here. You're a proper guest, and I've got a proper Snapchat group with my mates who talk sense as well. That's what it's all about. Keeping it real, raising the standards because we like what's best for this club. That's all.
Spot on, mate.
Not trying to be popular, not trying to be famous, but I'm just telling you the truth on how I see it and how it should be.
Yeah, and keep it up, mate. Listen, hopefully, I know YouTube, like doing your own channel ain't really, your thing.
No,
and more on, you guys can find, if you want to follow Seb, in the description, Instagram, he's on there. Talk Arsenal FC. He's doing. I think you're on. Is it 20k followers on there?
Yeah, over 20k.
Over 20k followers on Instagram, guys. So he does some amazing posts. Also, he writes some amazing articles as well for. Is it Arsenal Lounge that you write?
Arsenal Lounge, yeah. And also now Arsenal is doing that. I'm doing a little bit for them as well.
Amazing!
I'm sharing my same articles with them as well. So yeah, we just keep it real.
That's brilliant. That's
absolutely real. And there's one coming out in the next few days about this situation.
Absolute brilliant, mate. So yeah, Seb, thank you so much for the show as always, guys. Okay. This will obviously be weekly now. We will do it every single Tuesday.
Yeah.
Probably around this time, talking about everything Arsenal. So we ain't got it's international break after Chelsea though, isn't it?
No, after Chelsea, it's the next round of the FA Cup, and then it's the international break. So
And we want to be playing.
It's a 2 week rest because there's a 1 week of where it's FA Cup, and then it's international. Yeah, I think it's that. No, yes, it is. Yeah, Yes, it is. Our next game back is on the beginning.
We should be in the FA Cup, man.
I know.
We should be there.
And there's only one person to blame for that as well. See, that still annoys me to this day. How we lost to that rubbish in the cup. But yeah, what did they do as a reward? Dubai. And look how well that went. You got more players out, and we've only won one game in the league since. Well, that went well. What's this club? Get out of here. Well, that went well.
Yeah, the madness. But Seb, thank you so much, mate. We really appreciate
people will still that as well.
Really appreciate you coming on, bro. And
No
you guys can catch me later, man. I'm gonna have a PSV fan come back on the channel. If you guys watch the other one, Broski's gonna be joining me. So that's gonna be a later this evening. I'll be doing a preview of him. I mean, I've got a feel for him because obviously we're setting one up, but so he's still gonna come back on, and fair play to him as well for coming back on, because I know I wouldn't. And we've been in the past against Bayern Munich when the leg's done already in the first leg, people. The 5-1s, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I already know that feeling. So, I mean, I got a feel for the guy there. But there'll be a little preview out maybe this evening or tomorrow morning. And then I'll be going to the game. There'll be a vlog there as well, coming later that evening as well. Maybe a little reaction outside the stadium, because why not, people? So, yeah, man. Thanks, everyone, who tuned in today. Big up all the real ones in the chat. Big up to Dow, absolute legend. Big up to Jordan. Big up to Rory as well. Big up E. Ross, absolute legend, bro. Eric as well from the States. Dow from the States. Cooper from the States as well. Big up all the US crew in the building. Yeah, thanks everyone else who tuned in. Sorry if I missed anyone up there as well. But yeah, you guys can catch us obviously later on tonight. Keep your eyes on for that preview. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening is what we get up to. Enjoy the Champions League as well. I know there's some big games. I think PSG Liverpool playing, so I'll probably watch that one as well. And yeah, so obviously, and then we're back tomorrow as well. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys later on. As always, come on, you Gunners.